following is the views of Max and JC. They're not experts in any way, but if you don't like their podcast, you don't like their views, don't listen.
Alright, here we are. That was it. That was the intro. Boom.
I just saw something on my Facebook feed.
What'd you see?
Is it okay to have sex with your doppelganger?
What's a doppelganger?
Person looks like you.
Huh?
Just everybody in the planet has a doppelganger.
That's what they call it?
Yeah.
Like a twin?
Yeah, but not by blood. It's the two alternate realities. I don't know.
Would that be weird?
Same-sex copulation with your exact duplicate
So you'd have to have sex with a
of
guy.
yourself can be fun and rewarding experience for both of you.
So you'd have to have sex with a guy. You would.
Be forewarned, you must kill the doppelganger before it decides to murder you and take your place.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that means.
Sounds like a praying mantis.
Doesn't really make any sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense to me either.
Okay, topics. We could talk about steroids. And
You said you want to talk about steroids. What was the big reasoning behind
steroids, or shall we finish my...
I saw you wrote on one where they said, would you say something to a person who was taking steroids? And you said it depends on what they're doing or something. You wrote it on some kind of Facebook feed.
That's not my comment.
Yes, it was.
Nope.
It was you.
Good.
You wrote something, but it was it sparked
I wrote
conversation.
All choices have consequences. That's what I wrote.
What's the consequences?
The steroids?
Yeah.
There's a lot of consequences.
There's consequences to anything that's illegal to use.
No, overindulgence in anything, there's consequences. Look at me. I will seriously eat steak quesadillas until I blow up. You witnessed it.
I will tell you this right now. I ate 3 tacos and a burrito, and I have to shit. And it came out fast.
Yes.
So I think Taco Bell has oil in there that gets in my system and causes me to have to poo quickly.
I feel like every time I go to Taco Bell, I get taken advantage of, and then I have a food baby that I have to give birth to within 12 hours.
Why'd you get taken advantage of? What's bad about Taco Bell?
Because it tastes so good, and it's so bad coming out.
It's the cheese.
I don't know what it is. They got something there.
It's the cheese, and see, you just ate it, so we're going to hear...
I know. It's some preservative. It's like preservative crack. And definitely today's experience was not good for Taco Bell for me because you made me go inside, so I got to see the
Filth.
tards that made my food.
You said...
I like it better the drive-thru. Out of sight, out of mind. But then, nope. I got to see the guys making my
I took
food
you
today.
in. I took you in the rabbit's hole, and you got
You
to
did.
see what was going on.
It was very dirty.
Did you like when the guy goes, what table should I clean?
That was classic.
Pick one.
The dirty one.
They're all fucking dirty, man.
The dirty one, tard. Maybe you could start with the floor.
Every one of those tables was dirty. Everyone.
It was horrible.
And he's like, which one? Which one?
It ruined my whole coming up here now. Because once a week I eat Taco Bell. That's when I come here.
You should go to the
do
other
the
Taco
show.
Bell by
Well,
the
now
college.
You ruined it for me.
It's cleaner.
You ruined it for me. Today.
College kids work there.
I don't think my quesadillas tasted as good today because of watching those tards make my food.
Stop
No
it.
hairnets either.
Why you keep calling them tards, man?
Because
that has
the
nothing
dude
to
was
do
like-
with it. That has nothing to
because
do with
the
them.
dude comes out and goes, "What table do I
Well,
clean?"
yeah. That's one person. Don't affiliate them and make them a part of the group.
You're right.
He was just an idiot.
I'm generalizing.
He was just an idiot. That guy was an idiot. He should not be working at Taco Bell.
Well, I didn't say tards. Did I say plural tards?
Yeah, he
Or-
did. He said tards.
Okay. I retract my statement.
And then he said,
Tard.
Singular,
Tard.
which table, and this one had lettuce and tomato and stuff. Like it looked like a taco. on the table.
Yeah.
And looked like
It
someone
did.
just dismantled this taco. And he actually turned around and he brought a napkin to wipe it down with. No rags, nothing with water on it. Just a little rag napkin and wipe it down. So very bad Taco Bell experience.
The part that really grossed me out was he scooped all the food off the table into his free hand. So one hand had the rag. And the other one, he scooped the food, it into his hand, and then he ate it. That was gross.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you did. He totally did it right in front of you.
He ate the food off the
Yes.
table.
He went like this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, it never happened. But they went back and put it in your tacos.
Probably did.
Yeah.
There was a lot of lettuce and tomato on there. Obviously, someone didn't want that. So
That's another bullshit thing they pull at those when they make burritos. You're like, damn, look at the size of this burrito. You take a bite out of it, and it's 90% lettuce and beans. And did you ever notice, too, when you get those burritos, that the sour cream and all the guacamole and stuff is at the very bottom at one end? So it always pops open and
That's
shits
because they
all
always
over
do
your
that
hands.
cocking gun, and they just go. They don't run it across back and forth like a good cocker would. They just shoot it right in the end.
I don't like the fact that you're using the word cocker
Cocker
now with
gun
my
and a burrito.
Taco Bell. Yeah.
Well,
So at
least
you're
your
destroying the one thing.
cheese. Your cheese was
ruining it.
covered.
You're ruining
How did I ruin it for you? You
my
eat it
one
all the
little-
time.
My one little
You eat all the time. And
My
if we want to
little
go into a
bad
story
delight.
about bad dieting for Max, one time he ate so much Carl's Jr., I think it was,
we talked about this already.
that he had a pack in there. It looked like
We talked
a
about
rock. No, I think we didn't talk about you
Yeah, we did.
laying on the floor and having to shit. And
No,
you
we
had to go
talked
to
about
the, you had
this.
to, no, we didn't.
Yeah,
I don't
went to
think
the
we
hospital.
ever talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
And they had
You
a
wanted to
rotor-rooter
know-
your ass.
You want to know how Carl Jr. put me in the hospital? I told the story.
You did?
Yes, Alzheimer's.
Well, I'm sorry I brought it back up. But anybody who eats that
trauma.
much food. So again, same thing with Taco Bell. All that cheese and that
It's not
so-called
even real cheese.
steakerio is what it's called. It's just called.
Steak quesadilla.
It's not even. It's just packing in your colon and it's narrowing it down. You're probably shitting like noodles. That's how much your shit looks like because everything's just like a pipe, just clogged up, and there's just one air hole that gets the poop out.
No, it comes out like a soft serve ice cream. Just-
Like a baby,
Yep.
little baby doo-doos.
yes, and it smells like baby doodles because I just farted and it smells like diaper.
It's a good thing we have an aired-out studio in here with a cat box next to us.
Yes,
Because
I
the
like
cat
this
box has a
competition.
charcoal filter, and it filters out the farting. So, all right, let's go back into steroids. So, what were you going to talk about steroids? What was the big you wanted to talk about today? So,
Oh, just because you know how I say now it's 30 years. Started working out when I was in my teens, so about 30 years of experience, training, eating.
maybe longer than that. You started working on you were like 16. So, it's
Wow,
about 34 years of experience. So, now I just told him how old you were. Boom. Your age has been dropped.
Well, not if we're gonna do my.
What are you
dating
doing?
App, my dating app site.
Are we doing that right now? We're not talking about steroids anymore?
No, we can do the steroids.
Well, I was curious why you talked about it last night. You said you really wanted to talk about it, and you were like, write it down so I don't forget about the steroids. So
Okay.
I wrote it down.
It's right here. It's right here.
Oh, you're looking it up.
Yes, I had to look it up.
Okay.
You got to get to the. All right, talk for a second while I just dumped it. Say something.
I'm not really too sure what you're trying to get at with the steroids.
I'm just talking.
I don't
about
condone the
people at
use of
gym
steroids.
being
I
assholes.
don't think that being steroid driven to make yourself look better physically, just so you can walk around and say, look how strong I am, is realistically giving you the muscle that you need to be strong because you're enhancing yourself for no reason. So if athletes and professional wrestlers and all these people that are getting paid to look huge and be aggressive and be super strong during the time that they're doing a sport, I think that's why you would use those type of drugs. But when you're just Joe Schmo in the gym and you want to look at yourself in the mirror, I think it's a waste because at some point, when you latch onto that girl and she saw you at your sexiest finest, she's going to see you at your worst of where you were before that. And you're going to have bitch tits, and you're going to have a gut, and you're going to have some kind of medical problem, and then you're going to be like, I wish I didn't do that when I was younger, but that's how you landed mama. That's what the kids are going to say. Well, that's how you got mom, and now mom's disappointed.
What about dad? She had a booty and boobs, and then she just let it all go to hell.
She didn't.
Now it
She
looks
didn't
like
inject herself with
two golf-
booty drugs.
Yeah,
and,
she did. She put that collagen in her face.
But did it
She
go
put
to her ass?
lips.
No.
She put collagen in her ass. She put collagen in her boobs. And then, 10 years later, she looks like she's got two softballs.
You know how many
and
guys
a
you
gym
talk
sock.
to that were steroid driven, and all of a sudden they're like, "Look at all these stretch marks that I have," and their stretch marks are just stupid looking marks on a skinny ass body that used to be something when they were in high school, but no one gives a shit.
Exactly. So, I can't find the original post for some reason.
Of course, why would we come prepared when all we did? Things not talking to you. I can hear you.
I can't hear myself. What'd you do to my stuff?
I don't know. Talking to the microphone.
Nope. Can't hear myself.
Yeah, what happened to the microphone? Hold on. All right, we're back on.
So, well, I'm looking for it. Anyways, it's a gym thing.
Facebook.
Yes.
If anybody
Said
wants to
something
get
like-
under Max's skin, just send Facebook postings talking about fitness, nutrition, or anything else on our Facebook account on Brothers Lowdown, and he'll definitely respond with his knowledge and share it with you, because Facebook seems to be what he likes to talk the most with people about, even though people are just throwing out their personal opinions. So go ahead.
Of course. You know, they're reacting with no factual basis and emotion only, and they're just being little trolls. So it's like that one place, that one fatherly one I got off because of the black superhero deal. About can white kids dress up as Black Panther?
That set you over the edge. That was it.
That did. That
Was enough. Don't you
And
tell
then-
me that an orange kid can be a Green Lantern.
I wish I could find all my comments. Don't I have a history? Do you look at that stuff?
On what?
I don't know. But yeah, like there was this other one about relationships I had on. And it talked about if he loves you, he would do whatever it takes and blah, 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 bullshit. Because if he loves you, he won't change a fucking thing about himself. And if you loved him, you wouldn't ask him to. So many of these girls all are just bombarded with this bullshit of guys have to do all these things to prove they love them, but they're so misguided. So misguided.
So what's the Facebook page? So it's like a Jim Means website that you're looking up, is what it's
Yep.
called? Okay.
So it shows a body of a guy that's in. It doesn't show his head. It just shows his body. It's in really good shape. And most of it I call bullshit on because the CGI or whatever they can do on things is phenomenal. Matter of fact, I'm in love with cartoon women. They're just
You like the anime?
no, like the superheroes in comic books. All the chicks in superhero comic books are way hot.
We'll share that for another episode with your
Yeah.
attraction to women on
Cartoons,
comic books.
yeah, it's good stuff. A lot of dudes are. They're just afraid to admit it. So it says steroids, a word lazy people use to describe anyone more lean, muscular, or dedicated than them. I like that. That's very true.
That's what the term steroids is being said?
No, that's what the people are saying. It's their own interpretation of steroids, like their own definition.
Right.
Like people that go to university, they say they're privileged, but it isn't just because you're privileged, it's because you're smart and you applied and they accepted your application, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now do I get to see my comments? I got to find it now?